premiere episode of Ernestine Day, the Soulful Soulogy Guitarist. And I've had the pleasure of being present at all the premieres, and they're all incredible. They're all original, unique expressions of the I Am Soul in our reflections that are our collaborators and co-creators. So sit back. This is going to be a very frequent thing on the Soulogy Network. I think she's looking at doing it every week, or we don't really follow a schedule anymore. So we just kind of got to let it happen. Okay, here we go. Got people coming in now. We're being suppressed, as usual, when we do a lot of broadcasting. Today, we just happen to have a premiere and a couple of spotlight shows. So every show gets one spotlight show of the month that's broadcast on our social media platforms, which will be transferring to Soulogy Network in the name platforms and shutting down the other ones. Somebody said it won't let me share. If you can't share, go make sure you're on my page if you're on Facebook, because if you're in a group, you might not be able to allow to share if you're watching in the Soulogy group. So make sure you're on my page if you want to share it, or you can become a member of the Soulogy group on Facebook, which will be open for another few days, another 15 days. So welcome, Ernestine. It's good to see you. I can't wait to see you in Houston, Texas, where we're gonna rock out and have some fellowship and and just be the energy that we are. There's no doctrine, there's no dogma. We speak through adding frequencies to an ever-expanding vibration, which is what Ernestine's done ever since she came out about 3.5 years ago. And she's added, I've seen her balls become as big as Alaska, man. I used to put up a lot of memes through the years to bring attention to the Soulogy community and to the energy of it, in just a real diverse way. And I don't get a chance to do that anymore. But one of the reasons that I don't is because organically, Ernestine and, I'd say 3 or 4 others have taken the mantle and run with it. So Ernestine, you're putting out some kick-ass memes, and I appreciate it. I know other people appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Todd. Yeah, my journey.
Weird.
Wow. What I'm about to say goes, I know so many of us feel this about you, Todd. You have brought us all together. You're making it, you have created such a beautiful, safe container for us to be who we are and to speak our truth, whatever that is. And I cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done. And here we are now stepping into another plateau.
That's right.
And yeah.
I appreciate that. Hey, why don't you strum a little something, and I'll add some lyrics to it, and then I'll just turn the show over to you, because I know you're every one of your shows, every one of your songs is a channel, and it has its own space and field, and in the unified field. So I don't want to crash your party. We can do that some other time. We can do that at Soulogy Fest, December 8th, 9th, 10th, Houston, Texas. And let me play with you for a little bit.
Yeah, anytime. If you feel like jumping in later, fill your boots. Hop in.
Right on. Hey, Paula Francis, what's happening? Good to see you. Hope to see you at the Soulogy Fest in December. Rachel Rich. Pamela's going to be there. Sarah
Yes.
Walsh. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
That's right. This one's called Make It Up As You Go.
This song's coming to me right now. It's called Portal to Divinity, which was titled Portal to Divinity.
Is that what you're about to play?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey. divinity. Right. So how do we get to the portal of divinity? It's by becoming the I am soul. Just another way to say I'm not afraid of showing my ass. It ain't rapping, and it ain't singing. It's soul speaking. And what you sharing, a giving and receiving. You're strumming my heart, my sweet soul sister. Illuminating this path to divinity. And now we're swinging through the trees like Tarzan, bringing in the Trinity. Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Magdalene, Yeshua, Merla, and Saint Germain. I love when you strum this guitar, my beautiful, a sweet soul sister. We've been living all these lives to come to this a spaceless time. I love you. It's coming through your music. You're reconstructing DNA. It's a portal to divinity. A Shakti's masculinity, Shiva femininity. We all the Holy Trinity. You're strumming my heart, sweet soul sister. Everyone in earshot can hear your heartstrings in the ether. Keep on spreading the love, Ernestine. And thank you for your courage, for showing up every day and making this world and my life a better place. Thank you for honoring us with your presence and coming into the Soulogy Network and showing this universe that nothing raises hell like the light. Hey, oh, eh, na, 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 eh, oh, eh, na, eh, no, eh, oh, eh, na, oh, eh, na, strum my heart with your guitar, my a sweet soul sister. You're healing the planet. Light codes are coming through the window. You can't make this shift up. A rainbow light codes coming through the window. You can't make this shift up. The third energies are a playground partner. And anything's possible. Look at those rainbow codes. How do you make shit up like this? You can't. Feel that? Everybody, you feel that? Her music has colors, right? Yeah. I can feel the tears coming. Love has won is an understatement. Gods and goddesses.
I think you're muted, Todd.
I got a lot to I got a lot to say about that. A lot to say about that. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to say this is the greatest opening of any Soulogy Network production to this date. Okay, we've talked by email sparingly. Uh, she got in line. She said, "I'll be there on this date." And, and I said, "Hey, to everybody, hey, man, I'll get to you. I won't forget you. It might be 30 minutes before the show starts when I send you the link," which is what happened. And then we came in, and, I just said, "Hey, you want to just open up with something, and I'll see if I can join you, and we'll just play with it." And you're like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then you say that it's a portal to divinity, is the name of the song. And in the middle of this song, and let me just say, it's a great honor to practice my freestyle lyrics with you in the spontaneous moment. And these rainbow codes started coming in. I don't know if you saw them, Ernestine, but they were blasting, man. And they were blasting in tune, in time. Right? There was like a pyramid kind of projection coming from the window, and and the rays were wrapping you, and you can't make this stuff up. It's been happening on the shows for many years. We've had people disappear. We've had all kinds of things happen, and people can say they're glitches, and they can say whatever the fuck they want to, but it's soul. It's our energy. That was her energy. That was our energy. And what a powerful opening. And I just wanted to say this before any of that happened, that I've been watching. First of all, you brought me to tears. I'm crying. Somebody else in the audience is bawling because of the whole experience that you initiated. You see, you initiated, not tonight, because I've been watching platforms for as long as I've been doing what I'm doing. It's a long time. If I've done almost 6,000 video productions, I can promise you I've watched 10 times that many over the years. And there's one thing that I admire more than anything, is that when I see somebody get up and go live day after day, whether there's one person watching, nobody watching, 100 people watching, but the whole fucking universe is watching. And this is the story of the human being, of the new human being, of the transformed human being. It is that soul that gets out there and does themselves, that is them, that it reaches down through all the embarrassment and all the pain and all the bullshit and all the trauma and says, fuck this shit, it's all behind me. I am soul, this is who I am. And so I just want to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Thank you for making me cry. And thank you for showing up. And thank you for being a part of the Soulogy Network. And we're going to make this shift happen. you know, I mean, thank you. All of you. Too. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I just want to share with everybody. Like I met Todd 3.5 years ago. My friend Jade Rader was on, and that's how I found Todd, and that's how I found all of you guys. And what you hear today is not what I did 3.5 years ago, let alone 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, about that, I was guided to get an instrument or tool, whatever you want to call it, and I found out my local music store here, which is Long and McQuaid here in Canada. We have a store all across Canada. And I said, I need a recording device. And I told him what I wanted, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, you want a looper? And he recommended the model, which I have. And when I went and watched it on YouTube, I went, yep, that's it. Because I don't need to go searching this and that. I just know when something fits. And last year I did use my looper at Soulogy Fest. But what's been happening ever since I went to Soulogy Fest is beyond any words. I cannot articulate it to the depth that going to Soulogy Fest made in me last year. And then, because we are all constantly up leveling, upgrading, whatever the term you want to use. But something shifted about June this year, majorly shifted. And I am trusting everything that I get to do now. I've always trusted everything I did do, but it's at a different frequency level that I've never trusted myself. And it keeps on unfolding and expanding continuously. And what you're hearing has been really unfolding for the last couple of months. And I'm just trusting and just going with it and not fucking think about nothing. Right? And Robbie Watson, that was his song. He was doing a live channeling online, and that was his song that was channeled while he was channeling. Yeah, so that's Robbie Watson's song, and that's what happens. We all get activated by other people, by what they say or what they do or whatever they express. And speaking about that, our friend Sharmini Gana,
Yeah.
and that I got her connected with her. She sort of knew who I was, but we connected just a few weeks before she did her show in March with you. And her and I are like soul beings. Like I just
She's lit, man. She's a fairy.
very.
She's a
And
galactic fairy.
yeah. And when she was on with you that day, I was sitting, of course, in my studio like I am right now, and her song started to unfold. And her song is called Sharmini. You've heard it, I think, before, but I'd like to do it again.
Okay.
And
I'm okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna go and put my Bluetooth badass bass speaker on and just kind of chill and listen to you. But thanks again, Ernestine, and I'll be here. Uh, you're gonna go what, another 30? You're gonna go 60 minutes, right?
yeah,
Yeah, cool. All right, I'll be back to join you in toward the end.
yeah. If you want to pop in before that and join in yourself, you're more than welcome. You know
Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah. I'll pop in at 10 till.
Okay. So, you guys, this is Sharmini's song. Here we go. Yeah, that's Sharmini's song. I will say this. I don't know what in the fuck I'm doing. I'm clueless, you guys. I just get the hell out of my own way and allow this energy to move in and through me the way it does. And I tell you, it's a very magical ride. I looked up and I took a photo of this because it's going to disappear likely. Of because the rainbows all, you see the main prism, but they're all connected with a rainbow light between all of them. It's like really cool. So yeah, so I have a blast at what I do. You guys can find me on YouTube at the Soulful Guitarist. I'm going to be coming off a lot of mainstream media, but you can find me on Facebook land Ernestine Day. This one's being asked to be played. My beautiful sister, Shanda Sparkles, she started coming into my field a few months back. And this one particular night, she was there and the song unfolded. And it was a couple of days later that I realized was actually her song that I channeled. And I let her know. And she goes, I knew it was mine. I knew it, right? Because she could feel it. And so this is Shanda's song called Take the Long Way Home. Here we go. Todd just popped in. I'm sorry. That was funny. Gotta turn my air conditioner off. Yeah. So that's Shanda Sparkles song. How's that? Can't hear you, Todd.
Okay, sorry. I was just saying your air conditioner looks like R2D2.
Yeah. Oops. Do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's saving my butt right now because it's hot.
Is
You
it
get,
hot? Yeah,
yeah.
I was just thinking that when you were jamming. I was like, man, she's like exercising too, man. This is like cardio.
Well, it is. And we did the sun ended up coming out this afternoon and now it's just pulsating into my suite here. Whoops. Forgot to delete that.
So,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So you
So,
guys, I'm going to be on here every Friday, and when I say this, the first Friday of every month, that's a definite.
right.
But Don and I were just sort of briefly talking before we came on here, and I'm able to do all the Fridays in September. I may be going on the road come October.
All right. Are you going to join the Soulogy Caravan? We got the Soulogy Fest tour going right now.
Do you? I've been sort of getting wind of that. No, I'm just so everybody knows, we're all doing this. What I'm about to speak of, we are finally stepping into who we are, and we're owning it. And I want to do some concerts traveling down to Houston.
Right on, man. Hey, I'll come join you. We'll just,
Woo!
if you're going to drive, we're making this shit up as we go. You know that. Like I told everybody, I'm going to play that Corpus Christi gathering tomorrow. I'm going to put a post up on YouTube and Facebook. But I told them, I said, Soulogy is like a box of Cracker Jacks. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
You know?
and never know where you're going to go. And this is the thing for me is, you know, I'm. It's time for me to really show the world who I am
That's right.
and everything I get to do and express. And it's like it's time, and I can't wait for people to hear me in person.
Yeah.
Online is a shit show dealing with electronics
Yeah.
and internet. But the beautiful part about in person, now you can feel the energy. There's no distortion. And guess what? I just bought
What?
last week,
What?
and it just arrived. I'm picking it up tomorrow morning. A Bose L1 Pro 32.
What the hell is that?
The Bose PA system that you guys
Oh,
used last year.
Bose. Oh my God.
Bose.
You got one?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
bring it to the thing. We'll
Well,
have like 16 bows up on the stage.
yeah. Well, and this is the thing for me, and I'm speaking for myself on this level. And just when I say this, um, you know, um, this is a new edition. I
Yeah,
got this last week.
that was
My,
cool.
yeah. And my drum, same thing. Just got it last week. And I got three crystal bowls behind me, and just, it, everything I do, I'm guided to do. And I don't even think about it. I don't think about the money part because if you start thinking about the money part, you freak yourself out.
That's right.
And I'm just trusting everything I'm doing. That's where, doing some, concerts on my way down to Houston. I can go anywhere as I want to go. So you
Yeah,
guys,
you can busk or you can just do what I do over the years and just roll into town, see who's there, see if there's a place you can jam.
and that's the thing is like all I want to do is play, give people an opportunity to experience me.
Yeah.
Because when you actually experience me, you go, "Ooh, fuck!"
I
Because
I think there was a whole bunch of ooh fucks when the rainbow light was coming through. I think your multidimensionality came through in full force. There's no question.
yeah, well, I took a snapshot which while I was playing, and I'm gonna take
Really?
another. Yeah.
See,
Oh,
if anyone didn't catch the first 25 minutes of this show, about 15 minutes in, uh, the rainbow code started coming through the window to the beat at times. Yeah, it was like a certain thing. I don't know if there was a drum or I don't know what the hell it was. I can't remember. It was a drum. It was when you had the drum, I think.
okay.
I can't remember. You know how the 5D memory is. All
Yeah.
right, man. We're gonna have to write a song. We're gonna have to write a song like Woodstock. They had that song Woodstock. We'll have
Okay,
to write one for the Soulogy Fest.
yeah. Are you ready for this? Okay.
Yeah.
This song was channeled after Soulgy Fest, and I shared it with our brother Keith Hill,
Okay.
right? And I have a feeling, I haven't said anything to him, but I believe this is his song,
Okay.
which is called Mosey on Down, because that's what we're all fucking doing. We're
Mosey
moseying
on
on down.
Mosey on down. Okay.
Mosey on down.
Does it have
Okay, here we go.
words, or is that part of it? Whoever's hanging out can make up words.
They can
Yeah.
make up words. I don't
Okay.
care.
Mosey on
Okay, here we
down.
go.
Mosey on down's the hook. So we'll picture everybody at the right time singing the hook, Mosey on down. Ty would be so proud of us. He's been trying to teach me how to do a hook. Well, that's the hook, Todd. Okay. All right. Mosey on down. Mosey on down. Yeah, give me some words. Mosey on down to Soul Town. Y'all. Dudes in downtown corners and alleyways. They just jam no matter who stops to hear. Like Ernestine, it's a radical inspiration. Expecting miracles. Manifesting through the guitar and the lyrical. Mosey on down. It's a long trip to the top, but it's worth the ride. I've been walking so many ways. I've seen all kinds of days in the quantum play. Mosey on down. A city street lights and black cat neon eyes. Hey, hey, hey. Mosey on down. Mosey on down. Gather round, my brothers and sisters. A universal, a soul benediction. We are the perfect reflection. It's always been about me and you, and loving each other through and through. A mosey away from town, follow the magical sound of rainbow lights around. Where the highest frequency is always found. We'll see you on the soul highway. You ask me which way? A mosey on town. Mosey away from town. Follow the magical sound of Sister Ernestine Day. A rainbow lights around where the highest frequency is always found. Mosey on down. Thank you, Ernestine. That's hot. That's hot, mama.
Like I said,
Yeah.
something shifted in me about June, and I've been flying ever since.
You aren't kidding.
Flying.
You're not bullshifting.
Nope.
No, I drop in on your stuff, from time to time when I catch it, when I see it. A lot of times it's on the replay. But I noticed over, like, I don't know, maybe about 2 3 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
when all that major shit was happening. I chimed in and I wrote something. Like I said, man, this new thing is, like, off the hook. And yeah, so I noticed it. But it's beautiful. Like, even with Soul Speaks 5D, like, even knowing you these last 3 years, people have seen me change, and get to be able to see people change is a phenomenal thing. Transform, I should say. Change is inevitable, but transformation is a
Is
choice. And
it
you have gifted this world and this universe by choosing yourself. And there's so many stories within your story, like getting off the pharmaceuticals and just being a star seed, being a stranger in a strange land from another planet, and then fully healing through the alignment of the human being, and now, like many of us, having a direct transformational effect on the body itself, which is the soul in in matter. But you know, you've just been such a great example. It's an honor to share space with you and to actually get to do this at the beginning and at the end. That was very cool.
Thank you.
Especially the end, Mosey on down. Keith Hill, take that. Well, he'll blow me away, but maybe we can have a little harmonization when we do it at the Soulogy Fest. But yeah, we're gonna have a blast. This is the kind of energy that you're gonna find at Soulogy. I remember at the first Soulogy Fest in Sedona, people were walking up to me going, "Where's the schedule?" And I'm like, "It's right here in my head, you know, because we make it up as we go. You know, you kind of have like a skeleton schedule. We leave 50% of the space kind of open. And the great thing about this Soulogy Fest is everybody is a star. That's not just the theme of the Soulogy Fest. That's the theme of Soulogy and of this new earth. Everybody is a star. Everybody has a show. Everybody has a channel. Everybody has an instrument. Everybody has a voice. Everybody can shake their ass. You know, it's like you said about just letting go, and you don't know what happened to you. You stop thinking. You know, that's what I think. That's what we're doing. We're in this space in between the intuitive and the conscious thought, and it's like this little small version of the void where we create everything where we come from. So
It's interesting you're saying this because I'd like to share something just to it could maybe help somebody else. Um, I it's not that I was in a dark place, but I knew something was really off with me, really off for the last till like 2 weeks ago. So good 4 months. And long story short, thankful you've met. I refer to them as the three amigos, which is Devin, Rick Purcell, and Phil Burrows, amazing healers, and they helped me out. And we discovered that I brought a book into my home that was in the hallway, and that book was full of bad energy of the person who owned the book. I brought that into my home, which was affecting me. And on top of that, I had an attachment somehow, right? So they removed that. But here's the thing: is this we all have a connection to our soul in some way, shape, or form. And for me, when I was going through this, I was saying to some friends of mine, like, where am I? Like, I don't feel like me. My thinking pattern is off. This is not how I usually think or at all, period. And the one place I did it, I call it an experiment because I'm being conscious of what I'm doing now. So I figured, okay, the one place that I can go to find out if I'm still connected to my beautiful heart. I picked up my guitar. I start playing. And that's when I knew I was still connected to me. Something's off. And those were the two things that Deborah and Phil helped me to get out. There's some other healing we did as well, but those were the two primary things. And that's the thing is if you're struggling with something, you feel you're off, DM me and I can connect you with these three amazing healers because, it just, I'm so grateful for the amount of people I've connected with in the last 3.5 years. And literally thousands of them all around the world. And I've learned a lot by so many. And we're not alone anymore for the first time. I know for myself. And that's where, belonging to something where I'm seen and heard and loved and cared for authentically, not, oh, that's nice, Ernestine. No bullshit. It's just like I said before about going to Soulogy, like, holy shit, I'm gonna be amongst people. I didn't freak out, but I did a little bit, and I felt this calmness inside of me because that was 32 years of not doing anything, being around people. And I can't thank you enough for following what Spirit has given you. I'm following what Spirit has given me and guiding me. When we follow that, beautiful things do happen. Don't get caught up in what I'm doing. Don't get caught up in what Todd's doing or anybody else. Stay true to yourself and follow your heart, follow your passion, whatever that is. Do not compare to anybody else because we're all very unique in everything that we are and what we come here to express. Just wanted to say that.
fucking A, man. See, this is what these Soulogy gatherings are like in person, and people will tell you that. You talk to people in Sedona and other places that we've done this, around the country. You know, it, really pretty much everywhere that we've gone. You know, and sometimes it's in a den, and sometimes it's on a stage, and you know, sometimes it's at that outside stage in Sedona with the mountains behind you, and the sun's going down, and the sky's purple and orange, and you know, uh, and sometimes you know it's what we're about to get into, this Soulogy Fest. So if Ty and I are going on a little tour uh, pre Soulogy Fest to, you know, kind of put this energy out there, and we'll stream it. But you are already talking about having a tour on the way down to Houston, and I'm sure that brothers and sisters will join you. There's no question in my mind, and you know, everything's spontaneous, and who knows? I mean, you might pull into Salt Lake City, and Poppy and Willow live there. They got a spaceship in their backyard, and they have plenty of room for 30 or 40 people, and I'll jump on a plane and I'll tell Todd to get in the car and meet us over there. Something. I mean, we make this up as we go. You know, we make it up as we go, and you know, the great thing is we still have three months, September, October, November, before, and plus another 8 or 9 days for the Soulogy Fest. So we have plenty of time to put this thing together. We're actually going to start putting the stage schedule together. I should say stages plural, because it looks like we'll have a main stage and maybe a secondary stage, and then certainly a workshop area. But we'll start putting it together. And the reason that we're going to wait till the early bird tickets are you know, have run their course. And on October 1st, first week of October, we'll start to build a schedule off the people that are coming, because that's a real important thing as we come out of this temporary transitional template that we had in the light worker communities, in the starseed communities, where there was all this back and forward about, do I charge, do I not charge, and you're a bad person and you're a good person, and all this stuff, right? We're breaking the mold here. We're writing new code, and that's why after many years, as an example, Soulogy running strictly on contributions, which we could never have gotten to this point without, um, that we go and say, hey, $12.12 a month, you're going to get this back, especially if you have a product or a service, or you're a practitioner, because everybody knows that it's, you know, the network has brought people together over the years, and you can't really measure that. But what we're trying to do now is incorporate or integrate an equal energy exchange, and like everything else in our lives, it's a perfect imperfection reaching for perfection. This is the whole experience of the human being, and you know, in the fractal that it is. So yeah, I don't know why I got on that spill, but anyway, you just
I
got
got
me off of it. Go ahead.
okay. You're gonna, because I heard your live earlier today, but I didn't write down the information, so I have my book here.
Oh yeah.
You're in Sedona, September
So okay,
23rd.
yeah. So we're gonna do two soul gatherings. I want let's do a thing with the community. Let's figure out a name. You know, when it's not a Soulogy Fest, which is a big deal. You know, like 3 months, 4 months in advance,
Yeah.
and it's, you know, what it is, where we have these little gatherings. I used to call them soul gatherings, Soulogy soul gatherings,
Mm-hmm.
Soulogy gathering. I guess we call it Soulogy gathering. I don't really know. But we've had these things, and they've been from, you know, 12 people, 15 people to 150 people on very short notice, right? Um, and but so what happened was, I'm taking my mother to Sedona. My mother's 84 years old. We reunited on the 30th of May. Uh, you know, as the individual goes, so goes a collective. So I think there's a lot of healing has been done. We're just riding the wave with everybody else. So we're going to Sedona. We're going to be there from the 18th of September to the 2nd of October. And on the 24th and on the 30th, we're going to have a Soulogy gathering at Apotheca on 89A in West Sedona. And it's going to be streamed. But if you're in the Sedona area, or you're within 3 or 4 state area. Just get in the car and come on down. And we're going to see what happens. Ty's going to set up his workstation, his cosmic playground station, PlayStation, and I'll MC, and we'll do what we do, and that's just invite people to come and join us, just like we do on open mics, which we're going to be doing on the Soulogy Network. We're going to have regular open mics and develop a whole cottage industry within the Soulogy universe with that, where artists can come in and be themselves and try stuff out and not be embarrassed, and know they're supported. But Ernestine, that's going to be the 24th and the 30th. I'm looking for a place in October, and I'm not quite sure where that's going to be, but at least one date, preferably 2 dates in October. We've got a couple of things in mind. If anyone has a space that's in a pretty good size area where we'll have some community, whether it's your own local community or Soulogy, connections, let us know if you've got a place that we could gather. We gathered in a house in Corpus Christi. I'll play that tomorrow. I'll post it up so people can get a taste of it if you haven't ever seen anything like it before. It's all spontaneous. This particular gathering that we had beautiful poetry in Spanish by Monica Ramirez. We had Tom Gilligan there with his didgeridoo. I can never say that fucking word, man.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo. I got it. Didgeridoo. Okay. Yeah, he played that. He did some toning that was amazing. This lady, she showed us her ability was to be able to kind of do like this chant, this light language, based on the way she read the person, and then explain it. And that was mind blowing. But there was some other things too I'm leaving out. But of course, Ty was there, and Ty's like the maestro. He's like the orchestrator. But yeah, so yeah, and then we'll try to find another one in November. But yeah, let's just keep communicating this stuff to each other. This weekend we're going to get a lot done on the Soulogy Network. And by the way, if you're not a subscriber, you can go register. It doesn't cost anything, and you can look around the site and see the changes as we're making. And when we've made enough of them appealing to you, I'm sure you're going to subscribe. And I mean that, and I don't mean that arrogantly. I just know what is being created there by all the people that are doing it. And a big shout out to Moody and Norin, because they're our IT people and all their crew, and it's just been like a telepathic relationship, and it's just been with honor and reverence, and this is all Trinity energy. There's no question in my mind. But one of the things that I'll be doing this weekend is bringing more clarification to what we're doing. So each page will be more detailed. There'll be more pages. And one of those things is going to be like a bulletin board for the Soulogy Fest. And then we'll also create another one on the Facebook new Soulogy Network page. And in there, we communicate these things. Hey, I'm leaving Vancouver, and then we'll start getting you in touch with people in Washington State and Idaho and right on down to Houston, Texas. And when you get down here, I'll make you some tacos.
You're on. I'm holding you to that.
No,
that.
I'm telling you right now what I'm going to do. Anyone that knows me knows that I love to cook. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of those, like the caravan thing, the fifth wheel. I'm going to get a fifth wheel, and I'm going to pull it out there and park it. I'm going to rent it, and I'm going to make sure it has a nice kitchen. And I'm going to take my juicer, and I'm going to make some beans and greens and cook for my friends the way I do. I'll get some tortillas, and we'll just munch out. We'll just munch out. Yeah.
And I want to say this, Todd, on behalf of every single person that is part of this amazing community. I want to thank you on behalf of all of us for everything that you do. There's so much stuff you do behind the scenes that we're not really aware of. But I cannot thank you enough, because the hours and the time you put into this is just mind-blowing. And I want to thank you personally, for me to you, but also on behalf of everybody. We all feel the same heartfelt gratitude, because you're bringing us all together. And you've been doing this how many years? 11, 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
With Soulogy?
11 years.
11 years.
Thank you.
And Look where we are at today because of you. Not I could say the word leadership, but the thing is, you're showing us the way. It's not leadership. You're showing by example
Mm, thank you. I,
completely.
I will embrace that fully and in my full divine self, and I really appreciate that. And of course, it goes without saying that it's like I used to say when I was walking the streets, I'd be like, the universe isn't complete without me, and I'm not complete without the universe. But it's the same. It's the same thing. I mean, it's a phenomena, and it's happening. And I will say this too, that organically people are starting to come in and feel the spaces of the functions. We're also working very closely with AI in a very trinified way, and a lot of the stuff, like in the world itself, that's paralleling our own tech. It's becoming more automated, more etherical, if you will. But I'll also say that Marina Govier has done a tremendous job with the graphics. I mean, I've been looking at it the way they roll out on the news feed, on the Soulogy Network news feed, because I've been working the algorithms to get other people's stuff on there, and just watching the colors fly by as you go up and down. It's amazing. The stuff that she's doing. Anna Toothman has stepped in to help bring us some organization, and then we're in the process of hopefully this weekend I'll kind of put like a page that just kind of explains everything that we're doing, that shows the places that we might need help, because a lot of people have said they'd like to help, and we'll just let people gravitate to doing what they love doing, and keep making keep making music and having talk shows and bearing our souls and being transparent, and I'm looking
I
forward. I just want to say this because a lot of people don't really know what we're doing fully, but this is a multidimensional creation by many, many energy complexes, which is all of us, and many that are our teams, um, and it's part of it is the what I call the 5D plus commerce, which was given to me by the Arcturians in 2018, which is a 369 equation, uh, a third, a third, a third, and it's taken a long time to get to a point where we could actually say we can start doing it on this day. But when we have 3,333 people at Soulogy Network on that very next day, 1/3 of every dollar that comes in through these subscriptions will be given back to those people that are doing what you're doing, and it'll be done on a percentage basis. If somebody's getting 2% of the viewership for the month, they're going to get 2% of the pool. Okay, so, and I can extrapolate all that in my head and talk to you about it for ages. I don't want to steal the thunder, but I do appreciate you asking these questions publicly, because a lot of times I don't have the time to really get out there. But I'm looking forward to getting on, getting on broadcasting a lot, like I've try to always do. Do this daily show, get the message out to the people on social media, what we're doing, what's going on, show them little clips. Uh, we're going to have some excerpts be coming out for every production that we have. There will be a public page. If you go there now to SoulogyNetwork.com, there's a public page. That page will always be free. The app will be free. We're looking forward to that. And they'll be able to go to that page and watch excerpts of all of our shows for free. And then if they want to invest in themselves at $12.12 a month, $144 for an annual, they can have access to everything. And then I do want to mention that right now in the early bird Soulogy Fest prices, if you're an annual member already of the network, it's $199 to come to a 3-day festival. That's actually going to run about 5 or 6. More on that later. And then if you're a month-to-month member, it's $333, but you get an annual membership. You get 12 months free from that day, which really means that your ticket's a lot less. It's like whatever that would be, like 190 or $180. And then if you're not a member of any sort, the smartest thing to do, and this is a little cheat code that I figured out after I set it all up. So it's $369. You get a 6-month Soulogy Network membership. But if you go and buy the membership for $144, then you get qualified for the ticket for $199. So it ends up being $343, and you save yourself 20 some odd bucks. That's just a cheat code that we didn't put in on purpose, but we're going to leave it there. So, Ernestine, I look forward to seeing you on here every Friday or whenever you show up, and it's wide open. We're going to be doing a lot with the scheduling. We now have an interactive grid that we're going to input over the next couple of days, and everything that's on there will be listed a year out. So look for that. And but yeah, I look forward to seeing you. Whatever happens, however it works, how often it is, the frequency, we'll work that out. And I know that also I'd like to see you and a few others maybe come together on a couple of open mics a week, so people can come in and let their hair down, shake their ass, and do some light language or whatever.
I'm very open to that. Just so everybody knows. And this is one thing a lot of people don't realize because, I don't, yeah, we're all busy doing stuff. But the one thing that this lady reached out to me yesterday and we were chatting and she said something and I said, no, I'll be more than happy to, work with you on something. It blew her away. Well, guess what? That's what I'm here for.
Right.
To assist and help. That's what we're all here for.
Right on.
And I'm very selective who I actually work with. I'll put it that way. But if if I can do anything for anybody, just reach out to me. I'm very easy to find.
Right on. That's what it's all about, co-creation and collaboration. I call it cosmic copulation. Hey, tomorrow, we do have another premiere tomorrow. Thank you, Pamela, for just reminding me. Elsa Dillon, Pamela from Higher Vibrations, and myself have ended up on a handful of shows, her show, my show, another just thing we did one time. And we decided to come out with a weekly show called Trinity, which would be the three of us, and just kind of continuing the type of conversation that we're having, which seems to be well received. So I just wanted to mention that, and I don't know what time it's at, but it'll be on the Soulogy Network, and I'll post it up on Facebook, and that'll be a premiere, so it'll be on social media. But Ernestine, thanks a lot, and I look forward to the rest of this year. It's going to be a kick-ass year. It's already been a kick-ass year, and thank you once again for your tremendous example of a powerful, powerful soul and the potential of it. You remind me of the earliest adage from Soulogy, which was never underestimate the power of one unique and equal soul, especially your own. Peace
Amen,
out.
brother.
Amen to you. Aho.